Today's the final day of the growing up event in Pokemon Go, and I'm gonna be playing here in Yokohama, Japan. And we're starting off the day with the shiny that spawned on the hotel, so that's fantastic. We got a weather boosted shiny Swablu, so let's get ourselves a golden on this thing and let's catch it. Pretty fun. I mean, literally as I was leaving the hotel, I clicked on it and sure enough, there it was. So let's see if the hotel has given us a shundo in the morning. Let's see it. Not even close. Now today for this event, we actually have something kind of special. Additional add-ons that were only live yesterday and now today. And they're only live here in Japan and in Korea, and I'll show you why in just 2 seconds. We click on the growing up stuff here, and then we go all the way up. It's Children's Day magic bonuses. So what we get is event-themed research. We also get timed research, 2 times catch Stardust, and 1/2 hatch distance. And if we evolve a Riolu into Lucario, it'll get the fast attack Force Palm without us having to use an elite fast TM. So as you can see, I already have some eggs ready to go, and they're half hatch. And the new field researches are pretty limited. I believe there's only 2 of them that I've seen so far. One is to use 10 Pineapple berries, and it just gives you Wimpod candy. But the other one is to hatch an egg, and you get Tandemaus from those. So if you need another chance for Tandemaus, it's good that this is a thing. But I am glad that it's nothing like super exclusive that the rest of the world is losing out on. It's just minor bonuses. And to be honest with you, I was very curious why we were getting these extra bonuses, because they never really explained why, you know what I mean? They just said that this was gonna be a thing. So I'm glad in the game it actually tells you. It's basically a holiday that Korea and Japan celebrate, much how they've done the same thing for India. And here's that timed research that they mentioned. As you can see, I'm pretty much already done with it. All I have to do is spin a Pokestop tomorrow and I'm good. So I'm gonna take you guys back in time to show you what we got the previous day, and then I got something else for you when you come back. We have an interesting timed research, Children's Day magic timed research. But what I had to do is I had to walk 3 kilometers, I had to hatch an egg, and I think I had to make 3 nice throws. It really wasn't that hard to do, so let's just claim these and see what we get, besides obviously the Pokeballs. Let's complete page 1 of 2 of this thing, and then we're gonna head into Akihabara. But we get ourselves a Rookidee. Unfortunately, mine's not that great. And the second one, what are you gonna be? A Fungus. Well, at least it's boosted dust, that's kinda nice. And for those final rewards, we're gonna get our hands on 15 Great Balls, and we're gonna get 2025 dust. But now for page 2 of 2, we have to earn 2 candies while walking with our buddy, evolve 2 Pokemon, and visit Pokestops on 3 different days. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to complete that. But on the upside, we've got some pretty cool stops around to spend, like this one with the freaking Pikachus on it. Love that. But yeah, we'll complete this as much as we can, but we're gonna be heading to Tokyo now because I wanna fight some Snorlaxes. Welcome back, everybody. So as you can see, we've got page 2 of 2. All we gotta do is just spend 1 more day, but now we have ourselves a Dynamax Suicune Max Battle Weekend timed research. Much like how they did it with Raikou and Entei, we now have it for Suicune, and what we have to do is collect 500 max particles, win a max battle, win 3 of them, catch 5 max Pokemon, level up a max move 3 times, unlock a max move, and then power up a Pokemon 5 times, then 10 times. And luckily for me, we've got ourselves a nice little Machop right here. So I guess we're gonna have to use some particle packs on this, but that's perfectly fine. I don't really care about that too much. Let's just use it, and let's fight this guy. Hopefully we'll get a good one, but if not, then whatever. Well, that max battle did not take very long at all. Obviously, it's literally, I think, just 1 star. And let's see what happens. Hopefully we get lucky and get a shiny of this thing, even though I'd rather save all my luck for like a really good Gigantamax Machamp, which is later this month. But not a shiny and a 697. I don't believe that's really good. But nonetheless, it is a useful fighting type to have, so we will catch it, of course. Plus, we have to catch it, because if we don't, then I am not going to progress, and I would rather progress. I've already unlocked a max move, and this should be the last one I have to level up for me to be done with that. Perfect. So now I still just need to power some stuff up and do more battles. And I'm thinking, let's power up the Charcadet. Why not? Let's make that go up at least 10 levels. And here's hoping that I'm counting this correctly. But you know what? Let's just go a little overboard just to make sure. I feel like 103,000 will do. Yeah, it's more than enough. I do want to max these things out, and eventually this one's probably going to turn into Ceruledge, but I'm still waiting for that 3rd one, just in case. You never know, right? Could be the Shundo, and I would rather have a Shundo Ceruledge, even though admittedly the shinies for this line are all terrible. Minus Charcadet. I would say Charcadet's probably the most noticeable. It's already almost 1 p.m. and I have not eaten anything today, so I'm gonna go to this place above me called Gather at Eating House. They've got pizza, burgers, all that kind of stuff. I've been here before during the Yokohama Worlds event, and it was pretty good. It was a good time hanging out with friends there too, but before we go in there, I have a bit of a wait, so let's do some research. I've got these ones here. These were just power up and evolves, so they're gonna be the same stuff we've always seen. See, this one though, we got a Wimpod at the start, and we get a tiny one. I would love a tiny shiny of this. Number 3 though, what are you gonna be? Ooh, a huge whale. Now that we got those ones done, let's just spin these and hopefully get lucky and get ourselves a hatch egg task, because I'm really close to hatching some eggs. So, we got 1. Very good. Like I mentioned before, that is Tandemaus, so, you know, nothing super exclusive to this area. It's really just a pretty easily completable, like, research. And we also got 2 power up 5 times. Let's do that. I love it when I find cheap stuff like this, because that's what I've been doing. When I find level 1s or anything close to that, that's usually what I do, just because it is a cheaper resource. Let's see what these 2 give us. Maybe we get lucky with these. This one is a carp, and this one right here is going to be a whale. And just for fun, let's spin this one and see what it turns into for us. It is a trade. See, I have not been able to do this, sadly, because I'm alone. that pizza was really good. I haven't had pizza in a really long time since being here. And in fact, I really haven't had much in the States even beforehand. So I'm definitely glad I did it. But also, we've got ourselves a brand new research that I just found. It's the use 5 pineapps one. So it wasn't use 10, it was just use 5. But obviously, I'm not gonna do that. I would much rather get my hands on just better stuff. Though it seems like the signal in this area is a little rougher. But here's hoping we can at least get ourselves a couple more of the hatch egg researches, which we did find one, which is nice. Hopefully we can find at least one more. Maybe this one wants to do it. Please do it? No. But I've got some 5s, or technically 10s, that are about to hatch, and we could get something good from those. Here we have 4 10-kilometer eggs right next to the Cup Noodles Museum. I've never been in here. At some point, I should check it out. But let's see if we get some luck next to the noodles. Come on, number 1, Tank and Tank, okay. A shiny Toxel would be good, or the final shiny Charcadet would be great too. But there's my first Toxel I've ever seen during this event. I've hatched a few eggs, and I have not been lucky with those, but oh, there's what I'm looking for too. Let's see if the 4th egg wants to be good to us. Yeah, never mind. Can't be shiny yet, sadly. For fun though, let's just take a look at all these things and see what we got. But that one's not so great. That one's okay. Yeah, pretty bad. And we have 3 tasks done because of it. This one is a 370. The hundo is 382. That's really what I want to see, because I don't have a hundo of this thing, and I've been going hard for it, doing trades and everything, but that ain't it either. So maybe this last one wants to be the one. It would be cool. It is not. Yokohama is such a cool place. We're right next to a cruise liner, and we've also got ourselves more researches here. Maybe, just maybe we'll get lucky, but that's not a great start. Though admittedly getting a whale on the beach area is kind of accurate, you know, it's pretty accurate, but this one is a Wimpod, okay. Also a water type, I just realized, but this one is Magikarp, also a water type. Literally almost all of them are water types, except for the Swablu, of course. We've brought down yet another Machop here. Hopefully this one's green, but it's not. 696. And after that Machop, we've got ourselves 2 5-kilometer eggs. We could get a Mime Jr. I have hatched like 1 or 2 of those. See what this one is. Hey, there we go, Mime Jr. I haven't hatched a shiny one, I'll admit, yet, at least here, but I mean, I have been hatching them, which is nice. And with that, we have a singular Tandem Mouse encounter. It's gonna be not a hundo at all. Do have 2 good quests here. Also, there is a Pokélid right over here. I believe this is the one. Yes, it's the one with Victini on it, which is pretty cool. We'll spin that one, even though, oh, I did have an egg slot open, or not an egg slot open. Obviously, that was open, but a gift slot. It's just right over there. But also, for those of you who've been watching for a while, you might recognize this area. This is the Yokohama Convention Center. This is where Worlds took place, I think back in 2023, so it's cool to be back here. 3 more Evolve and Power Up quests. Let's see what we get from these. This one's a Wimpod. I would really like a Shondo over that. I love Wimpod, or specifically Galissapod quite a bit. Just such a great design in my opinion, but these are all not shiny, and that is 1 off from being the hundo, or the potential hundo. 3 more of them. What do we got? A Swablu, not a Swayellow. How about this one? It's a tiny whale. And last but not least, we've got our hands on a carp. Very fun. Next to the convention center, there's this nice little park at the waterfront, and a lot of people have tents up right now. It seems like a nice little family day for a lot of people. This was actually the park where we had the 2019 Yokohama Go Fest, I want to say it was. It was a long time ago, but it was a good time. And also, there's a Grookey right here. It can't be shiny, but I don't have a hundo of this one, so hopefully we can get lucky, but I don't think 596 is it. On the upside, there's another Grookey here, and unfortunately, there's nothing but Grookeys around now that I've done those 2 Machops, so it looks like we're doing Grookeys, but they are useful. And again, we could get that hundo, which I would be very happy with. Here's that other Grookey. Are you gonna be better, hopefully? Hey, 614 is actually a lot better. Hopefully it's good. You never know, right? Now let's see how good a 614 is. It is not bad. That's a 96. We'll take that. I decided to stop real quick to get a little coffee. It's just a beautiful day, so I wanted to rest a little, but look what I got here. A coffee de dene. Here's hoping it's a good coffee de dene, but it's always a fun shiny to get. I remember when this first came out, it was so hard to get. Though I did get pretty lucky with it, but oh man, I thought for a second it was gonna run. That would have sucked. But let's try that again. Golden Raspberry with great curveball. Here's hoping it turns out good. We got it. Okay. These though are going to be, if it loads, though I would love a Schnundo over this, that'd be insane. Any second now. Yeah, there we go. It is a 3, 4, 13, whatever. We've got 5 eggs here. This is a 2, and it's a Wimpod. Next up, we've got a 5. It is a Anorith. And then we got a 7, which is a Galarian Meowth. 7 number 2 is a Hisuian Quillfish, always fun. And then this 2 here is, oh, shiny Happity. All right, we got a shiny. Not a bad one, actually, if we look at the IVs. Not bad at all. 15, 14, 12. But unfortunately, I don't think I saw a hundo in here, but I mean, a shiny is still amazing. Here's our last max Pokemon. It's another Grookey, 603. All right, well, we know this one's not as good, but we still need to catch the thing, so here's hoping it doesn't want to put up much of a fight. And now we're officially done with all of this. Let's just claim everything. We'll get the XLs, the candies, all this wonderful max power. We'll get the, I want to say those are fast TMs. We'll get even more candy, and this right here is a Dynamax encounter. Here's hoping it's a good one. It would be really cool if it was a good one, but there we go. It is a 450. Let's just throw silver. We'll We'll throw a Pokeball at it. We'll see what it turns into. Fingers crossed it's decent. And thankfully it didn't put up any fight at all, so that's nice. But here's hoping, like I said, that we got ourselves a decent one. Nah, not really. Oh well, at least we got that 96 earlier, so that's nice. But I am glad that we finished that pretty quickly. Let's keep hunting. We've got a 5 and a 10 here. See what we get from these. It would be cool if we got some good stuff, but that's a Kamala. And the 10. Oh man, that's like the worst thing to get. Oh well, let's see if these tandem mouses want to be hundos for us. This one's definitely not. Number 2, are you a not hundo? And the third one, what do you got for us, my friends? Ooh, 72, 10 off. Maybe 2 2s will have a shiny in them. That would have been possible. I mean, technically the 2s only have shiny possibilities, but there's 2 Wimpods. Sadly, I only had 2 quests, but you never know. Could get a hundo from them. This isn't it though. And this tandem mouse right here, 20 off. Well, that's pretty cool. We got ourselves a shiny Clefairy. Haven't seen one of these in quite some time, though admittedly I've been seeing Clefairies quite often from the Necrozma effect. But let's see what happens with this one. Hopefully it's good. I heard rumors that there may be a Mega Clefable, and sorry for those of you that don't want spoilers, but it's just a rumor. It's not guaranteed, you know, it's just like hearsay. So, it's not that good though. We have better ones. We also have 3 more of these. One of them was an egg hatch task, and the other 2 were evolve and to power up, but this is a Whalmer on the beach. Always fun seeing the beach biome, but this one's going to be a Magikarp on the beach, which means this is probably the tandem mouse, unless I'm wrong and there wasn't an egg hatch, but I did hatch an egg and suddenly this became available. So, I was wrong. Okay, there was no tandem mouse this time. And you know what, just for fun, because we can do it, let's just evolve this shiny Riolu. Turn it into Lucario. It's gonna have the Force Palm. It's not the most amazing one I have. I mean, shiny-wise, it's pretty good, but when it comes down to all the other ones I also have like a 98% that isn't shiny. We might evolve that one too, but I just want to show that it comes with the Force Palm ability, or move. It's not an ability. There are no abilities in this game. So there we go, and yes it does. It has Force Palm. Cool. It is pretty cool that they chose to do this, you know? I mean, it's just an extra little bonus. Cashed in a single research off camera, and of course it turned out shiny. And it's a 349. That's not bad. It's not the hundo though. I think that's 353, but still really good to have a 249. But let's see how it turned out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the hundo. No, it's not, but still 93 is pretty good. Also, while I've been walking around, I stumbled across a really cool claw machine place called the Soyu Game Field, I think is what its name was. And it was filled with Pokemon claw machines. And of course, I had to go for something because I found a Screamtail one, which was really cool. And after a few attempts, I'm happy to say we did actually get our hands on one of them. And here it is. And it is huge. Obviously, I probably shouldn't have gone for it, but it's a Paradox Pokemon and a claw machine. Of course, I was going to go for it. And for those of you that don't know what a Paradox Pokemon is, this is basically an alternate form of Jigglypuff. It's not an evolution or anything like that. It's a Psychic and Fairy type, and it is very strong. And we will be seeing stuff like this in Pokemon Go somewhat soonish, because there are a few Paradox Mons out there, and I would imagine this one would probably be a closer to first ones that come out, and the Donphan ones. Those Donphan ones were the first ones to ever be released as like a teaser and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool stuff though. Now to figure out how I'm going to be taking this home, because this thing is massive. 3 power-up tasks out here. Maybe these want to be shiny, but of course, you know, the one I do not in front of you shined. Also, Necrozma didn't give us that red, white, and blue. Anyways, back to the researches. What do we got? It is a tiny Swablu. And then there's this one right here, tiny whale. There's actually R2-D2 over here, which is pretty cool. Everybody's racing over here because they want to take a picture with them. Yeah, it looks like there's more people over there in like Stormtrooper outfits, but hey, it's fun to run into. Let's see if we can get some shinies with all this Star Wars around us. That wasn't it though. How about number 2? Oh, big Swablu. And then this one on the bottom here is another whale. 3 more of these tasks. It's really fun just kind of walking around Yokohama. There's a lot to see, especially all that Star Wars stuff. I actually like Star Wars, you know. I'm not like a mega fan or anything. And Celebration did happen here a couple days ago. Not specifically Yokohama though. It was closer to Disney, but still pretty cool that we're just like randomly finding stuff. 2 more power-up quests. This one is a Swablu. And this second one is gonna be sparkly. I can feel it. No, but it is huge. That's fun. There's a shiny Wimpod just in the wilds, which is cool. I really like finding this shiny. It's just such a beautiful one, you know, with the red and the white. And hopefully this one's good. I think every single shiny Wimpod I've ever found has been pretty bad, so it'd be nice to break that trend, especially in the wild too. You never know. We could have a really good one here. So once it chooses to load, because sometimes it takes its time here, it's not even close to good. We've got a single egg on the escalator, and it's an Inkay. Cool. Now that we've done that, we get to check some tandem mouses. That's a big one, which is cool, but is it a big hundo? That's close. At the end of the escalator, we get another tandem mouse, but will this one be good? 69. And last but not least, we've got number 3 here, and will number 3 choose to be that hundo, or tiny, or whatever? No, it's just average. I'm a little hungry now because it is really close to dinner time, and guys, there is literally a Japanese TGI Fridays here. Of course we are doing it. Of freaking course we're doing this. will say, it was actually pretty good. I've been to TGI Fridays, obviously in the States, because it is a United States company, but I've also been to a few of them in Europe. They are in the UK. I've seen them, I think, in Germany as well. In a few other places I've seen them, so I thought it'd be worth trying, especially since I've had so much Japanese food since being here. Might as well mix it up a little bit and not have noodles all the time. But now that we're done with that delicious food, the balloon brought in a shadow coughing grunt, and it would be super cool, but it's not shiny. But at least we did get the coughing. Multiple times that I do this in front of you guys, it turns out to be like the Nidorino, which is just the worst. 2 more power-up quests, and they have a Wimpod. What about the second one? Do you want to be a Wimpod? Oh, you do, but it's a big one. That's cool. 3 more of these things. They were all power-up quests, which is nice. Now, hopefully there's a shiny, because we are getting close to the end of the grind for the day, but there's 2 tinies. Here comes the third one, and it's a normal-sized whale. Had some stuff come up, so I had to take care of it. So we're gonna wrap up the video here, but before we wrap up, look at these like free pajamas they give us. I mean, you don't get to keep these, we get to just use them, but this is like nice traditional Japanese pajamas. I think they're called yakatas. Anyways, I freaking love this, and you have to wear them to go to the spa, so I'm gonna do that. So on that note, smash that subscribe button for me, show me some love, and let me know in the comments down below. How are you doing with this event? Are you getting really lucky and getting some great shinies, or are you not really having much luck at all? Let me know. And if you're really enjoying the content and you wanna see even more of it, I highly suggest this video right over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.